wonder why some people don't trust others easily. Have you ever taken a moment to find out what they have been through and where they are coming from, instead of going straight to judge them and say, no, they don't trust, they find it out? So I'll be telling you a story about a girl whose trust and hope got shattered because of an incident. But before we dive into it, I want you to think about it. Are you a trustworthy person? As a man or as a lady, are you trustworthy? Can people trust you easily? Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacoyemi Victoria, and if you are new on this channel, you are welcome. To all my returning subscribers, you are the real deal. God bless you for always tuning in. So if you are new here, on this channel we talk about relationship, we talk about DIY, we talk about lifestyle and everything good. If these are the kind of content you would like to see, kindly consider sticking around with us as we go into another relationship talk for today. So join me as we go. Okay, it happened that I would like to name the girl Anita. A 23-year-old lady was discussing with her friends, and she was saying she will never for any reason trust anybody in her lifestyle. The friends got curious and were like, what happened? What could have led to that? Don't say that, people are still trustworthy. And she said no, she can never trust anybody because the person she least expects to be dishonest was dishonest too. So according to the story, Anita came back from school, like she was in the high institution at the time, and maybe on break she came home, and the father is a businessman. He travels a lot. The mom just does petty trading at home. So according to the story, when the mother was an undergraduate, being an only child, her parents promised that whoever marries her will inherit everything they've gotten. They will inherit their properties. So I think in the midst of discussing it with her friends as an undergraduate in those days, the man she married got wind of it and went to discuss with his girlfriend, his own girlfriend. The guy has girlfriend, quote and unquote, that okay, there was this lady that was talking about her inheritance, and if she finds anyone to marry her, the person will inherit her parents' wealth. So according to the story, the guy discussed it with his own girlfriend, and they came up with a plan that okay, he should go ahead and marry her while she will be the other woman outside. The funny thing is, I don't know how a lady will easily agree to be a third wheel in a relationship that you started from beginning, and now you are consenting to your man going after another woman because of properties and the money. So to cut the long story short, the man went ahead with the lady, gained her trust, and eventually they got married after school. It happened that after the marriage, as promised, the lady's parents willed their properties to their son-in-law, believing he's their own son now. So for those years, the man was taking care of the business, expanded the business, and was always going in and out of town. So the wife and children believes, okay, he's always on business trip. Every time he travels, he went on business trip, not knowing that he was always going to see the other lady outside. So it happened that after 23 years, after Anita's 23rd birthday, one of those days the father traveled as usual and called from where he went and said he was trying to reach the mother but couldn't get a hold of her, and asked if she was at home. So Anita said her mom wasn't around, that her mom had gone out, and the father said, okay, no problem. If that's the case, let me send you to her. When she comes back, tell her your elder sister will be getting married in 2 weeks' time. Yes, your guess is as good as mine. The shock on Anita's face. 2 weeks' time? Which elder sister? He said, okay, don't worry, when I come back, we'll discuss better on this particular matter. They just said everything and they ended the call. So according to Anita, when her mother came back, she just called the mom and said, Mommy, which elder sister of mine is getting married in 2 weeks? Do I have any elder sister outside? And the mother, trusting her husband so much, said, you know how your father could be? It could be one of his sister's children. So she was like, you know how your father could be? Maybe it's one of his news that he's getting married and things like that. That okay, don't worry, when he comes back, he will explain to us better. We'll get to understand what he's talking about. To cut the long story short, when the man returned on the weekend from his business trip, he came with his family members and also this lady outside with her own children. So he came in, and you know how families could be. They started saying, our wife, and what happened is your husband made mistake, and we would like you to forgive him. This lady is your husband's second other wife. As a matter of fact, the first child from your husband is from her. Your own Anita is the second born of your husband, and then this woman's son is your husband's third born, and all that. And Anita has 3 other siblings aside herself, so meaning her mother has 4 kids. So the lady outside also had 2 kids. Out of shock, the woman fainted and was asking the husband what she did wrong to deserve everything he had done to her. But the man didn't have anything tangible to say. He was just apologizing. You know how families could be. Don't worry, please forgive him. He's sorry for everything he did to you. Love conquers, all sort of gibberish. Imagine loving your father and believing that he loves you dearly and is the best father in the world for 23 good years, only to find out that your father has been having stuffs outside. And for that 23 years, I'm just wondering how he didn't do the mistake of using the name of the children outside to call the ones at home, or even mistakenly the wife finding out. So you will understand why Anita refused to trust any guy. However, the fact that this happened to her own mother doesn't mean all men are the same. So if we are to look at it critically, Anita should actually bear her own cross. This is her own mother's cross, and she can't afford to carry the cross by herself. It is her own mom's cross. So the fact that her father was dishonest doesn't mean every man there is dishonest. If only she open her heart and give chance to love, or someone to love her in return, she might be lucky to find someone that will love her for who she is and not do the same thing her own father did. These are my thoughts. The fact that one man made mistake does not mean every man is dishonest. Fine, we might say no man is trustworthy, no woman is trustworthy, but at least there are still few of us that can be trusted. So guys, I would like to know your opinion. What will you advise Anita as far as trust and relationship is concerned? I'd like to know your opinion in the comment section. Do you think she should see a therapist and work on her emotions? What do you think she can do to let go of the hurt she's feeling? And mind you, that brought about hatred for her own father. She said from that day on, she has found it difficult to relate the way she used to with her father. So what do you think she should do? Let me know what your thoughts in the comment section. I'm very sure she will read this because I took it upon myself. I told her I was going to bring it in. I'm very sure she will read your comments. So please, what do you think she should do? How can she overcome this menace called distrust? What can she do? So if you are still not subscribed to my channel to this very moment, what have I done to you? Please kindly like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you will be the first person to see my next video when I post it. So until I see you in my next one, goodbye.